Good afternoon. Two parents and their two young children have died in a horrific two-car crash in the West Highlands. The collision involving a Mini and a Ford Fiesta happened on the A82 near Tulundi, north of Fort Williams, yesterday evening. Ian Ramage reports.
The worst road accident in the Highlands for many years has left a young couple in their 20s, both dead, along with their daughters aged just 1 and 4. Their Mini Cooper car was in collision with a Ford Fiesta at the village of Tulundi, a few miles north of Fort William, at about 5:30 yesterday. The driver of the Ford Fiesta was treated here at the Belford in Fort William for serious injuries. The entire community is in a state of deep shock.
I've probably spoken to 30 or 40 people this morning already, and almost every single one of them has mentioned the accident and has been deeply upset by it. This is quite a close-knit community, and they have taken it to their heart. People are actually feel tremendously affected by it. It doesn't feel like just a news article. It feels like something that has affected them very closely.
The A82 was closed last night for almost 12 hours to allow police to thoroughly investigate the scene and what was left of the vehicles. There's a police press conference shortly. Ian Ramage, STV News.
An internal government report into Scotland's exams results have been released after Freedom of Information request. The document, which was prepared for the Education Secretary John Sweeney, says documents are taking place to explore why higher education passes fell by almost 10%. There were also drops in key subjects like English and math.
A lot of the report is actually summarising things that have been in the public domain for a while. In terms of an actual attempt to explain the declines, that seems to be lacking from this, but there are interesting things. So there is an explicit mention that John Swinney was interested way back in August or September in the fall in pass rate, even though he insisted at the time that he wasn't concerned.
The Scottish Government has refused planning permission for a proposed golf course at Coul Links in Sutherland. Ministers held a public inquiry into the proposed development at Embro after Highland Council gave it the go-ahead. The site is triple protected at national and international levels. Environmental groups objected to the plans. And now, here's Sean with the weather.
A little moment of sunshine. TUI sponsors STV Weather.
Good afternoon. We're going to hang on to sunshine and showers across northern and northwestern parts, increasingly wintry as colder air comes in. Across central areas we'll hang on to rain across the likes of Perthshire, Fife and Dundee. Southern parts of Angus particularly wet through the afternoon. Highs today about 10 or 11 degrees Celsius, maybe even 12 degrees on the Murray coast for a time. But that colder air coming in along with those showers a little bit later on. Frequent showers during tonight, the most frequent ones again in the north and the west. That was wintry right down to low levels at times as well. Temperatures 2 or 3 degrees, so there will be some icy patches around, perhaps on some of the highest roads. And then tomorrow, lots of showers again in the north and west, driest in the east.
TUI sponsors STV Weather.
And that's all for this Friday lunchtime. Andrea will be here at the usual time, 6 o'clock. Until then, have a good afternoon.